Hello everyone. Uh, we are going to have our fifth session, session 5 in project management field. And today we are going to expand our boundaries and we are going to see that does only project management exist or something else also exist above this, parallel to this, or the project management is a subset of some other portfolio management, program management, or any kind of other management streams. And why we need to understand this concept? Because the project management is a finally defined basket which is given to project manager to execute as one unit. Similarly, the program management is a couple of baskets given to program manager under which couple of project managers are going to work and they are going to execute similar nature of different projects, but they are interlinked to each other. So when you are a project manager, your aspiration should be to become when you are a project manager, your aspiration should be to become a program manager, handling similar nature of multiple projects. And we'll discuss this with examples and everything. Similarly, when you are a program manager, you should aim for portfolio manager, taking the bigger decisions in the company to diversify your business modules. You are defining the investment boundaries, business modules, and business models for your company. So that is the role of a portfolio manager. And how they are interlinked, we are going to see in our today's session. So let's start with very simple basics right now. Okay, very simple basics. And in the next slides, we are going to have a run through of an example how the things are interlinked in an industry. But before that, let's capture some basic definitions and simple explanation for all three of them. So first we will take the project management. Okay, I know you guys have already run through project management a couple of sessions by this time, so you are well aware about it. But let me revise it so that then we can easily capture program and portfolio management concept. So what is the project management actually? If I say the definition, application of knowledge, skills, tools and technique to project activities to meet the project requirement. We saw yesterday knowledge areas, correct? We saw the process groups, we saw the phases, everything. We saw they are bound, the project boundaries are defined, well defined for a scope, time, schedule, correct? Am I right? So everything has been clearly defined over there. Now the question comes, as the key focus area for this are what exactly? Scope, time, cost, quality, creep, okay? Team management. We saw this yesterday. And what is an example of project management? Say computing a specific software module. You want to compute a software module, correct? So say this is our basic project management we are talking about. Now I am coming to a program management. So what is the basic definition of program management is? Managing a group of related projects in a coordinated way to achieve benefit not available from managing them individually. Very wonderful definition. A group of projects, if you manage them separately, they'll not be giving any benefit. But if you manage them in a coordinated way, that they are responsible to each other, they are sharing their knowledge, they are simultaneously growing up, correct? They are run parallelly. Okay, there could be different project manager to run different projects, but they are for one objective or one program. So in this case, what happened? Synergy establishes, benefits are realized in a proper way, interdependencies are addressed immediately, cross-project coordinations become easy, correct? And what could be an example for that? Say for example, managing all projects to launch a new product line. I want to introduce a new product line altogether. We were producing something, we were only in the synthetic fiber garment manufacturing, but now we want to start completely a new cotton line. Cotton and linen production garments, we want to start a complete new production line. So for this, like one project could be, for example, making a building for that. Second project could be making the production line, equipment purchase, their installation, starting, testing, commissioning, correct? One project could be that management thought that no, we'll make something unique. And what is that? We are going to have an organic cotton as an input to our plant. So the production line which we are starting, will be developed based on the organic cotton. So now from where to source the organic cotton? So management decided, look, we'll build our plant as a one project, or we'll build a building, we'll develop the infrastructure around, okay? Second project. Third is we'll install a plant and machines, a third project. Then fourth one we'll say, what we'll do, we have a land, fertile land, almost 100 acres of land or 200 acres of land is there. So we'll grow organic cotton over there. So that agriculture also became one project. Because now you have to completely cultivate your own cotton. But they are all interlinked. Objective is to manufacture the organic cotton garments. Completely new production line. And see how many projects we divided. 3-4 projects we counted for that, including the raw material supply also. And we don't stop here. After manufacturing, there will be distribution channels. So you are going to have your own fulfillment center, warehouse, storage. So you may have to do an air-conditioned storage or the well-conditioned storage for those garments, because you are exporting that to European countries. So got the point now? One production lane of organic garments, organic cotton garments, is managing a complete new program management. Is managed through the program management, rather, we can say that way much better. This is done. Now we'll come to portfolio management. Further bigger step. Okay. So you are portfolio manager right now. So what is the purpose? Selecting, prioritizing and managing a collection of programs and project to align with high level strategic goal. Now, project and programs were our part of the organization vision. But now you have some bigger goal. You want to increase your portfolio, you want to increase your revenue by 5 times. You want to be a 10x company in the next 10 years. Strategic goal. At this time, you are not thinking which project you will say. Remember, in the project management, when we discussed one thing very clearly. There is something called project life cycle and there is something called before project life cycle, pre-project life cycle. During pre-project life cycle, we do a business study. Because ultimately, rupee need to be multiplied. So we study from that point of view whether this project will bring or this concept will bring more money to me or not. It will generate more revenues. Top line, bottom line growth will be there or not. Correct? So now here the definition is something I want to make which helps my strategic goal. Key focus area is I should have key focus. What we should have? We should have a strategic alignment. Am I right? We should have value maximization. No emotions with any project, no emotions with any portfolio, no emotions with any program management. Only one thing to know, how to maximize my valuation, how to maximize my profit. So now, in the portfolio management, we select the right mix of investment. And what is that? I will again retouch our production lane concept. We said we are going to make an organic cotton fabrication lane or garment industry. But then there is an objective that we will grow 10x in next 10 years. So the studies are done and it found that no, wait, the electrical vehicles are booming. So we will not diversify in garment industry right now, because the industry which is growing right now is which industry? Right now the industry which is growing is the EV, electrical vehicle segment. So let's diversify ourselves, our investment into an electrical vehicle segment. So see, you are already doing synthetic fiber garments. Now you are diverting to electrical vehicle portfolio. So that is called the right mix of investment. The objective is 10x. How to increase the profit, how to grow, how to go multifolds. And that is where the portfolio management supports us to grow the whole organization. It is the portfolio management which will take the whole company, whole organization to a new state over a period of time. The Kodak and Nokia, I always give this, my favorite examples. The Kodak once upon a time was considered to be the best camera manufacturer. Am I right? And that were with X-ray film cameras. But world was changing. World was sick of those X-ray reels. We try to fix it, try to take in one reel 36 snaps, 34 snaps, if you guys are aware about it, okay? Because this is the scenario of before 2000, okay? So the Kodak could not see that market is changing its colors and its taste towards the digital cameras. And he did not do his portfolio management correctly. Remember this word. He has not diversified. He has not selected the right mix. And other manufacturers, they could grow multifold in digital cameras. And the Kodak lost its big business in the portable cameras or hand cameras. Correct? Similarly, in the mobile industry also, the world was started moving with Apple and Samsung and LG. They were trying to move towards the smart mobiles. Nokia mobile was considered to be a status symbol once upon a time. Very good models, sturdy models, highly reliable. But what happened? They lost the mobile market disrupted by the smartphone series. So they could not envisage the portfolio management from the right investment perspectives. By this time, you must have understood that the project management is a very small thing. It is an only offshoot what you decide at portfolio management. And program management comes after that. After that, project management comes. So this is a very very good opening slide which I thought let me share it with you. So to give you a broad understanding on the subject, okay, and then we'll continue on the subject further now. Okay, just a very okay. Of course, there are some slides you'll find in my presentation that they are a little bulky, but this is like your ready reference. Anytime you need a reference, you can just open this and you can see this. So now in this slide, we are going to discuss about the cost and value, cost, the budget, and the value output, what we are generating from this. So in the project management, defined budget for single project we have. Yes, we know that. Yesterday we studied cost, time, quality, scope, everything we studied. So there is a definite budget we have. It is not an open-ended business. Cost control we do because yes, I want to finish this project of 1 million KD or 10 million KD in that cost, correct? Tracking expenses and estimates, we have to be very meticulous, correct? Value, what value we are creating out of this? Meeting requirements, I am delivering my product which I want to do it, and I meet the specifications, quality specifications, technical specifications, and achieving some project goals, giving the plants ready to work. Now coming to program management. So in this, your cost and budget is for multiple projects. You plan your estimates, okay? So you have the aggregate budget of different projects. As I discussed before, that you want to start a cotton, organic cotton manufacturing for the fabrics, okay? So then you have 2-3 projects, building project, machinery project, even you want to produce your raw material also from your organic farm. So that is the thing. And here, the benefit of program management is, you will say, sir, what about resources in this case? Yes, that's a good question. Why it is a good question? Because different projects, objective is one, to make a organic cotton manufacturing unit for garments. Projects are different, correct? So they work like one family, okay, with one objective, okay? But because work is bigger, it has been split into small projects. So in this case, what happened? They know their interaction is very heavy with each other. So the resource can be commonly utilized. If you have one planning engineer, it can support 2 projects. No need to support only one project. So you not to have 4 planning engineers, one, no need. You can share the load. So the idling time of the resources can be well utilized in this case because they are being shared among the different projects as per need basis. And it is not only sharing the resources. The benefit is when you share the resources, that one individual resource is aware about 2-3 things, 2-3 different projects. So you are creating a good think tank which can support the good execution of that program. You can share your experiences with each other. And what is the benefit we are getting from this program management? You can see here the value and benefit, correct? So what benefit you are getting from this? If you see here, delivering business capability and benefits, realizing overall program output, strategic alignment of project output. So, see, you did a strategic alignment, you got the program object, you got a complete lane manufactured, you got it in place, correct? So this is how we get benefited in case of program management. Synergy, sharing, knowledge sharing, resource sharing. Okay. Now, again, we are back to the portfolio management. What is the cost or budget in the portfolio management and what is the value? Now, as soon as you become a portfolio manager, now we'll think, okay, my company return of an investment is coming right now from my all program projects, whatever I have within my company. My ROI is only 10% right now. My target is my return on investment. That means my bottom line. I want to increase. I want my return of investment should be made to 15%. Big target. You want to have 50% jump. Then you will start thinking. You will start evaluating your existing business models. I have 5 businesses. Which business is giving me profit? Which business is giving me less ROI? Or in that, any scope is there to improve it? So I will attach one project there to improve the quality over that in that particular production. I have 5 companies under my portfolio. So one company is giving me 8% return on investment. So I will evaluate that. First option is, let's see how can I increase this ROI, return on investment. So I will try to first, what is running already, I will try to enhance it as much as possible. Any support required, any project required for that, any program need to be inducted there so that I can bring my company from state A to state B. State A is downward, state B is upward. That means I'm enhancing the performance of my organization in that my particular company. So what is the total available capital investment I have? How my resource allocations are there for that? Does it require further resource allocation or not? Ultimately, this all analysis are done. And in this analysis, one of the decision, which is a crucial decision, is taken also to lay off a company. I have 5 companies, one model. After all calculation, when I check, I cannot increase my return on investment. But if I sell it off, that business, with that capital investment, I can diversify to another one, okay? And I can increase my return on investment. So this kind of decisions are taken in the portfolio management. So the portfolio management gives that strength, okay? Gives that strength to enhance the company position and holding. Sustainability of company. Now we are going to have example 3P plus 1O. That means project management, program management, portfolio management, and operation management. Okay. And we are going to take an example of, say, for example, a supply chain industry. What is this slide you have on your screen? You can very well see that, correct? So it's a supply chain industry example. So as we know in the project management, correct? In the project management, we already studied this, that it's a, what it is doing? Managing specific temporary initiatives to achieve a definite objective, correct? Deploying, now an example. We'll talk only example, no more definitions. Definitions are very clear to us now. I want to install a warehouse management system. Clear? This is my project. We need to deploy a warehouse management system, new warehouse management system. And we have been given a time of 1 year. There will be some, there will be some amount will also be given there, correct? And in this period, we have to deploy that new warehouse management software systems, or it could be software, hardware combination, whatever is there. And we have to train our employees also. We have to migrate our all previous historical data into the system. This is all my project scope. Clear? Now, this is only one project. WMS, Warehouse Management System. Now I migrate to the next stage, which is program management. Company realizing that it is not only warehouse management system, there is something bigger than that. I need to bring some information on the company portal, or I need more information. So what I will do, WMS project I'm doing. I'm doing one more project now, which is TMS, Transportation Management Integration. which will give me online what are my shipments, incoming shipment, outgoing shipment. Transport management system will give me all integrations. It will give me all informations. So I added the logistics also into it. Then, not only this, supplier portal development. So I am bringing my supplier on my portal. I created a platform and I tell my supplier, whenever you are shipping the product, of course you're sending me the pre-intimation, but please get into my software, application software, and upload your consignment details. Clear? I am taking fourth project, which is called AI demand forecasting. So I'm putting my sales number, actual sales number into it, correct? And based upon this, now I'm going there and I'm going to have a forecast. And based upon that forecast, my sales number and everything, I'm going to activate that information is available. So automatically, as per my forecast, my supplier will try to see that company needs more raw material or the reduced quantity of raw material. And I have a long-term amount of agreement with my suppliers, 3 years, 4 years, okay? So this is how now I'm creating a complete logistic support system under one umbrella, which is called project management, program management. Understood my point? Now we'll talk about portfolio management. In portfolio management, I have a bigger objective. That, we have established a system in a program management, we have put WMS, we have put TMS, we have put supplier portal, we have did the forecast, AI tools, forecast, everything we done. But company is telling guys, look, very good, wonderful project, wonderful programs you are doing. But of course, they will do program only when portfolio manager approves them, by the way. It's the reverse way. They cannot start themselves till the time portfolio management does not allow them or give a go green to them. So before giving them go green, project management, the portfolio management will think on one thing. I need to optimize my supply chain in 2024. And as soon as the optimization word comes, okay, it makes some big strategic goal behind it. And you will enjoy that statistics right now, what is there on your screen right now. First is, I want to reduce the cost of my supply chain. I have given this example before also. This supply chain cost, logistics and transport, everything cost, correct, is around 10+%. World average is around 8%. So India is trying to create its better infrastructure, roads, train, special corridors for trains, goods train corridor, so that they can reduce the cost of logistics. So the first objective of logistics is, actually, honestly speaking, if in a simple word, if I say supply chain, okay, bringing this material and putting it at this place. Okay, I'm just giving a very simple example. Of course, in between there will be production, everything. But ultimately, it is not creating a value. Till the time your product is not given to the customer hands and he doesn't pay you back, your value is not created. So till that time, your supply chain cost is just a burden on us, financial burden on us. So try to reduce the cost of supply chain. Correct? This is the objective, strategic objective. Second is compliance and risk mitigation. Guys, we are having a lot of issues in our supply chain. Okay, we are delayed. Our customers are not happy. Okay, so mitigate all this risk. Our supply chain is not green supply chain. We are having violations, pollution violations. We are having spillages in our supply chain. Third, our supply chain is not competent right now to our company's strategic goal. I want to expand my business by 10 times, or I want to increase my business 50% in the next 5 years. So we need to do our capacity expansion for supply chain. We have to increase the warehouse capacities. We have to have more logistic supports. We have to have more shipment agency collaboration, third party, fourth party logistic suppliers, correct? And fourth is, we are not getting real time information. So bring some digital innovation into it. Look, I did not talk to you guys in last 1 minute or 2 minutes till the time I'm talking to portfolio management. I did not talk to you about any project, any program, correct? I'm just talking a strategic objective of the company. Based on this, now, there will be a lot of programs will start. There could be a program called digital innovation only, which will have maybe 7-8 projects, which I showed right now, DMS, TMS, WMS, supplier portal, everything. Cost reduction, there could be a possibility that we change our fleets. We try to see the bottlenecks. in our supply chain and we try to make we try to benefit out of it. We change our transporters. We use the fast goods trains. We could change our fleet of logistics. We could change it to the better warehousing systems. See? Capacity expansion, another program. Risk mitigation, another program. So this is how the overall optimization is agreed upon at the company level, at the organization level, at the portfolio level, and that gives a benefit to the company to sustain for a longer run. And by the way, this is what we talk: digital innovation, capacity, cost reduction, compliances. If company feels no, now this supply chain business is too much, okay, it's not giving me a good fruit, let's diversify to electrical vehicle. So they will take a decision. They will say, yes, shut down the business. Let's diversify the business. So that is how a portfolio management works. And from there, the babies called program management and project managements are offshoot. Operations management. I know couple of you will be from operations management perspectives, correct? So what is operation management? I will just get into the business of operation management. Managing the repetitive, listen to me carefully, managing the repetitive, ongoing, daily business processes for efficiency. Operations. You build a plant in 3 years, but operation will continue for 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, 50 years, 100 years. That is called production, manufacturing. Similarly, you will make warehouse. You will put warehouse management system into it, everything. But then it will be converted to a fulfillment center. Fulfillment center, what it does, it's unpack, repack as per the customer requirement. You get bulk packets, but small packets are distributed because you get an order like Amazon stores, Amazon warehouses. They keep material in the bulk, but they just give a simple loose packing. You know that in one brown envelopes, you want something, it will come to your doorstep, correct? So that is called fulfillment center. So that is the routine operations. Once the fulfillment center has been prepared, building is constructed, warehouse is completed, everything is completed, then it starts operation, correct? So that is called a continuity of business. To continue the business, to get the benefit, you have to do an operations. So that is what we call operations management. Okay. And by the way, portfolio management takes a decision in the field of operation management also. That, okay, fine, manufacturing we will do. Manufacturing we will do because that is our core competence. Okay, we have a 10 years, 20 years experience, 50 years experience. But this fulfillment center will not do. What we'll do, we'll hire the services. And they will be doing a distribution, local distribution, district distribution, division distribution, state distribution, they will do it. Export zone they will handle. Or export operations they will handle for logistics and everything. So the portfolio management will take decisions also, which operation should be kept in-house, which operation should be offloaded, or the services to be hired. Understood my point? So this is how they are interacted. Operations management, portfolio management, program management, and they are the part of the management stream. Let me just go to 2-3 more. Okay. Let me just explain this to you, this slide, and then we'll go to the next slide. This is the perfect classical example of portfolio management. The big giant in the world, the big companies. If I take an example of Reliance in India, a classical example, okay. What they did exactly? They were known as what? Reliance for cloth, for synthetic cloth. Years before, 30 years, 40 years before, correct? So they had in their portfolio the cloth. Then they slowly diverted to oil and gas refining. The Jamnagar refinery, world's largest refinery, they went into that business. Then not only this, they went into upstream oil and gas. So they started handling the production of oil and gas also. Portfolio diversion. In oil and gas also upstream, midstream, downstream. So they started midstream and downstream, and then they went into upstream also. Then they went into Reliance Power also. They went into Reliance Communications also. And the last one, which has big impact in the industry, Jio, they went into communication industry at a larger scale. So what is this? You will say, Nathan, what is this? Sometimes cloth, after that oil and gas, sometimes it is called communication. Yes, that's a fact. That is called the portfolio management. You could be in power sector, you could be in oil and gas sector, you could be in water sector, you can be in automobile sector, electrical vehicle. Correct? So this is how an organization tweak itself, its business model, and it's not tweaking only. It's a big change and big decision to remain in market with a good return on investment, capturing the opportunity. So that is what the portfolio management talks about. We have just talked about operation management also. Okay, I'm going to now discuss one typical term used in organization, which is called organizational project management, OPM. This is one of the PMP term, PMI term, okay? And in an organization, why do we have OPM? And you must have heard of PM also, project management office also, correct? These divisions exclusively supports the project management and the program management within an organization. They are think tank, they are resource tank, they are expert in that field. And they support to take the right decision on the projects or in the program management. And in turn, they support the portfolio management. So the purpose is right project, ensuring right projects are undertaken. Point number one. See, again, I'm repeating this point. Project is not a fun. Project is done for a specific purpose to enhance my bottom line and the top line. Resource allocation. Which resource need to be allocated? Because resource plays a very critical, important role. What are the benefits I'm going to get? What are the deliverables I will be having? Clear-cut vision. No confusion. I know what I'm going to get. So this organizational project management supports the project sponsors throughout their business case studies to get into the right project stream, right program stream. And as we see in this picture here right now, that what I was telling, the resource sharing, okay, resource all shared stakeholders, project management with another project management with program management. So all these hybrid combinations, or I will say not hybrid combination, as required combinations are governed by the organizational project management. When portfolio management takes the decision, then further work breakdown after that into the program management and the project management are at a larger scale, decisions are taken or either by OPM or in discussion with OPM. Clear? Okay. We are going to have now two very basic and very simple slides, okay? And this is a brush up for you guys, okay? Project management, what is the importance of it, and if we are not doing that correctly, what are the losses we are going to have it, okay? It is just a review what we have studied in this stream so far. So the project management, point number one, it meets the business objective. Yes, project management is not a fun. It is done with an objective, and that is to meet the business objective. Second bullet, project management is satisfying stakeholders' expectation. Stakeholder, what is the stakeholder? He wants to increase his return on investment. So he is a stakeholder. Your plant is doing a lot of pollution. So the state pollution board has put a restriction on you. So you are changing your processes. You are making a plant which has a zero emissions or 10 ppm emissions in the limits of the government, state and central government. So they are pollution control bodies. You are one of the stakeholders. So you are doing something to meet the expectation of the stakeholders. So you are making a new plant, or you are putting up a project to modify your project, your existing plant scenarios to meet the compliances of pollution control board. Third is in project management, more predictable. You are doing so much big homework. So you become more predictable. You know what you are doing, in how much time you are doing, in how much money you are going to consume, what scope you are going to deliver, correct? Point number 4, it increases the chances of success. Yes, for sure. Because I'm doing a project to add a value. So when I'm adding a value, definitely it will reduce the risk of failure. It will add the chances of growth. Fifth is deliver the right product at the right time. Very important and very critical. Project management is a temporary endeavor. I always say that. And I'm not saying it's a PMI definition. And I give always an example, you will remember this and keep this in your mind. If you need a dinner at 8 o'clock in the evening, okay, consider that as a delivery of project. If your dinner does not arrive at 8 o'clock, what you will do? You will not wait till 11 o'clock. Your dinner arrives at 11 o'clock in the night. So what you will do? You will go and you will eat somewhere else. Similarly, if the project is not given in time, the owner will not wait for it because he has a bigger portfolio objectives. He will look for an alternative. Okay, so that's why the delivery, the right product at right time is an essence of project management. Correct? Resolve problems and issues. Whatever existing problems are there. Respond to risk in a timely manner. You know that I'm getting a risk now. My business could get disrupted. Nokia should have thought that there's a disruption coming. Smartphones are coming. Make a project. Make a plant for manufacturing the smart plant. Design a smartphone. Start manufacturing, plan it. To have a timely winner. Optimize the use of organizational resources. Yes, for sure. In project management, okay, we are doing projects so that whole company will work for it. No, it's not like this. There are persons will be working part-time, there are persons working full-time. Identify, recover or terminate failing projects. Yes. If you are doing great, if the project is able to meet in time, do it. If you are not able to do your project timely because of your problem, contractor problem, any disruption, terminate your project. At least you will stop that much. Suppose you wanted to do a 20 million project, correct? And you spent 10 million already. And then you are realizing this project will not make a sense now. It's not making a sense because already disruption has come. Terminate the project. You will say, Nitin, I lost my 10 million. No, I will tell you, no, you saved your 10 million. Because ultimately, if you would have implemented this project, which is of no use to us, you could have ended up spending 20 million. So now at least you are stopping at 10 million. So you saved your 10 million. You did a 50% saving in your loss. So that is what is called an outlook of the project management. And by the way, this scope, quality, schedule, cost, they are all called constraints of the project management. Because they are constraints. You have to respect quality. You have to respect the scope. You cannot deviate from it. They constraints you. Cost, don't go outside the cost. Don't go outside the schedule. Bring the dinner at 8 o'clock if it is required at 8 o'clock, correct? Then, changes. Whatever changes are required, they don't go abruptly. When you do a project management, their changes are managed in a well manner. And if the project management is not done correctly, slide is very clear, easily understandable. When there is a project management is not done correctly, you do rework, again rework, there will be a poor quality is delivered, cost is 20 million project now become 45 million project. It happens in the industry, by the way, because they are not planned well. Those phases which I said, second phase, organizing, preparing, if you are not done the right job at that point of time, you could lead up in this situation. If you are not executing correctly also, because you have to be sincere in each phases, you have to be compliant in each phases. Missed deadlines, unsatisfied stakeholders. First is owner who believed you. Uncontrolled expansion, 20 million project became 45 million. Shunu ada. You did not plan it well. Failure in achieving the objective for which the project was undertaken. And loss of reputation. These teams, this project management consultant, these organizations, they are not competent to execute the projects, correct? Don't trust them. And I'm sure neither me nor you would like to see this slide in our lifetime. So work sincerely during project management, each stage of project management. Do your best. You will still do mistakes. I do mistakes. We all will do mistakes. But it will be unknown, unintentional. But when you know that you need to do that, do it so that we don't land up on this slide at all. Because none of us would like to land up in this slide in our career. And for this, Remember two E's: effective and efficient project management. Effective and efficient. Effective means which adds a value. Efficient means do the things in the given boundaries. 10 minutes time given, complete the things in 10 minutes. You have been given to complete the scope for today to build a wall, 10-meter long wall, build 10-meter long wall today. Be efficient in your deliveries, and be effective in your deliveries means always address the values. So the first is the project results to business goal. Compete more effectively in their markets. When you do 2E in project management, effective and efficient. Sustain the organization. Yes, definitely. When you do that, your organization will be sustained. Risk on your organization will reduce. Respond to business environment changes by adjusting the plan. Yes. You are doing an electrical vehicle manufacturing plant and you are using lithium ion batteries. And you know the evolution is happening. So the batteries could be sodium ion batteries or any other batteries. And the sizes, dimension could change. So you are keeping that flexibility in your product in such a way that if the technology changes, because you know that other batteries cost will be cheaper. So if other manufacturers can accommodate that battery, his vehicle cost will drop by 50%. So you are designing in such a way that any change happen in the market, you can immediately within no time adopt that battery in your car and you can start selling the car with the new batteries in the next day. So respond to changes, get ready for that, be effective in that. So with this, we conclude our today's session.